Hello and welcome to Scale Modeling, and welcome to part 6 of our Tamiya Gorilla 1 to 6 scale mini motorbike build. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and notifications bell so you get notified of when my videos come out and when I go live, which I do every week on Friday here in Australia and Thursday most other places in the world. And if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, and please, your comments are welcome. Okay, so let's get right into where we left off in the last video, where we got all these little indicators done. We've got the parts here of the front shock absorbers and up that hold them together. We did the headlight, put that together. What else did we do? There's the horn, little horns there. Not horns as in cow, horn, you know what I mean. Now, what I was also doing was painting all the body parts and those shock absorbers, because we got to a stage in the build now where we can't go any further, because we need to put the shock absorbers, all these parts on there, and in step 14, and then step 15 includes putting these on as well. And then if we went over to you just have a quick look in the thing where we are. Step 16 is working on those shock absorbers. And of course, we've got to put on the rear guard, which we haven't. So we've been waiting and hanging out for the paint to go on. Well, I'm happy to say that the paint has gone on and the clear coat has gone on. So in the last video, we had a look at it, all the parts all painted up, how good they looked. Now we have the Diamond 2K clear on. That's the product here from Outlaw Paints. There it is there with our instructions, our bottles, which I've now used. These are available from the website. Link will be down in the description. You've got your bottles of, we got part A clear, we got part B. Is it? There's two part A clear bottles there, and we got a 2K thinner, and we've got our hardener here as well, and of course these for measuring them out. And these are really simple to use, quite not a problem at all. The instructions are there, they're clear, they tell you the mixing ratios. It's not a problem at all. Okay, but what you've all been waiting for is to have a look at the result. Okay, so first of all, just as a teaser, I'll show you the spoon. There's the spoon. Look at that shine. Can you believe that? Look at that shine. Amazing, isn't it? And that's just the spoon. All right, so now let's bring out our parts. And here we go. There we go, look at that. So the tank, fuel tank is, look at that, absolutely spot on. Beautiful, look at that. And it's just a simple 2 coats with 10-15 seconds in between, and you just do a real wet coat. Both coats, wet coats, straight up, straight out of the airbrush. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at the shine. Such a beautiful reflection in them. Look at that. So that's the result you get. First time I ever used it. First time I ever used any clear coat, 2K type clear. Look at that. So within 10 minutes, they're dust free. Within an hour, they're hardened and dry and ready to work on. You don't need to sand or do anything else. This is how they finish up, exactly like this. There's nothing else to do with them. There's our shock absorbers that we got painted up as well. Beautiful. Look at that. Shine. Okay. There we go. That. I wish the camera doesn't give it justice to what it actually looks like when you're looking at it. It looks like 100% better in real life. Anyway, so there they are, all painted up, and we can start putting some of these parts on. And the first thing we'll do is probably go back in time to where we needed to put that rear mudguard on, way back in step 8. That's when it went on. So let's do that. Hey, all right. Let me get sorted here, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, so I've just pushed this guard in. Well, it sits perfectly. There's location point in the back where I've trimmed off the paint around where it goes in, and same in the top here, where it just clips in underneath there, and yeah, fits on there beautifully. So all I gotta do now is just put a touch of CA glue in there. The bottom one's in tight. I'm not even going to glue that. I'm just going to leave that as it is. And the guard is done. And look how nice that looks on there. Beautiful. All right, so I'll do this, and then we can completely cross off step 8 then, because this is on, and then we'll have a look and see what else we can fit. All right, back in a sec. Okay, back again. Just popping those rear indicators on there. They just slide on so tight, there's no point even gluing them. They're looking fine. Now I'm just going to put on the horn now, which we made up over here. And that, we'll just check which way that's going to go. Yeah, just going to sit pretty much in there, like that. And again, beautiful fit. I will glue that, but yeah, but there's where that goes. Yeah, let me just take that out again. Wiggle it out. I think I loosened it on there too, so I might put a touch of glue under that again. Let's just do this. Just touch a bit, tiny bit in there, that's all it needs. Back there. That's it. Good, and I will do a little bit just behind there because I'm sure I felt that loosen up a little. That's it. Okay, that's that side. Right, so that we can cross off step 14. That finishes all the parts of step 14. Now we go on to 15, which is putting, what do we got? More lights? No. I'm sure these lights must be for the other end of the bike. But we do need this. And definitely the headlights going on here as well. So we'll pop that over here. All right, so first of all, at the top of these is going to be this one here. Looks like I haven't even trimmed the, have I? I haven't tidied those off up there yet, have I? Clean that off. Two. That. Sorry. Keep on camera. There it is. It's nice. All right, so that's going to go like that. These are also keyed. They can only go one way, sort of. Yeah. So that's going to go pretty much like that. Okay. And then we'll put this one here like this. That's it. All right, so I'll be able to glue those in. Now, the other thing I had concerns about, and I'll check this before I glue these on, do it with the loose one first, is that this here, Right, it needs to slide up and sit up flush up here. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that after the clear coat was on, it would still slide in easily, and it does. So that's good. That's very good. Okay, so let me try and get one of these on. We'll do this side first. And again, location is going to be important, but I think once these are up in position, they'll be, they won't have to be glued. Let's just try this. There we go, that's in. It's up where it's meant to be, I think. Sorry about the noise. Cars outside. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And now I realise that I should have waited, because now I got to get that in on there. So they need to be done at the same time by the looks of things. Let's get this one back off again. Okay, sorry, I'm trying. Camera view, there we go, it's better. Okay, so we're going to have one going on like that. At the same time, we have this one sitting on there and going in there, like that. There we go. Make sure that's in where I want it. Seems right. Yeah, they seem to be pointing in. I guess that's where it's supposed to be. They're the mounts for the headlights, so that should be all right. And that's going to be like that. Probably best to go like that. Okay, let's slide this down. There we go. All right, we're on. Just need to glue them on, but once they're glued, it'll be fine. Excellent. Looking nice, aren't they? Looking really nice. All right, let's do a quick test of the headlight. And we can see where those are going to go in there. So get one side in like that, the other side in like that. Pretty much that's it. There it is with the headlight. Easy. Fantastic. All right, I will go place glue where it's required, and I shall be right back. Cheers. All right, so that's step 15 done. There it is. Looking good. Okay, let's have a look at step 16. I'll put that up in the corner. Turn my page over here, and now we've got to put the lower half of the shock absorbers have got to go on. There's some springs that go up inside here. And of course the front guards going on here as well. Yeah, not too bad. There's also attaching an inner tube is what they're calling that. I don't know why it's called the inner tube. Must be the inner part of the front shockies. Yeah. Okay then. All right, I'll get some parts off the sprue and we'll take a look at what we got to do. We'll be back in a sec. So these are quite ingeniously designed. the springs I've popped inside here, which I'll pull one out, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so there's one of the springs. So we just put them in on each side, and then these slide in, which I've already tested it, they do, so they'll slide up in there like that. And then there's a little hole in there that you line up the slot with where these little plugs go, and that holds it in place. And then the spring will actually let it work like that. How about that, eh? Of course, these black parts here, I'm just getting prepared to paint. They're rubber black, so they're going to be on there like that. So I'm going to paint those, and then I can fit these in, and that'll be the front suspension. And of course, the front guard will go up in there too. There's two little pins that will attach into the top of the guard. Quite simple. So yeah, all good. There we go. I'll come back and we'll do that as I'm about to. We'll come back when I'm about to put the guard on, and we'll see how these are working. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, so there we go. The front forks are in, springs are in. They will move up and down, so that's good. Yeah, now we're going to put the front mudguard on, and that should be pretty easy. I'm going to put my gloves on for that because I'm trying to avoid fingerprints as much as possible. So let's have a look at this. Right, so it goes on, if I'm right, pretty much the way I'm holding it, I think. Looks right. I'll just do a test fit here. There's two pins in there. Well, there we go, dropping it. Okay. Yeah, it's just going to sit in there like that. Get the dropsies, good timing, hey. There we go. This here. There we go, that's it. That looks good. Yep, that's going to go on just like that. I'm just going to make sure that is right. Doesn't look right to me. You got a feeling it's facing the wrong way. Just seems too short. The front there. It's hard to tell by the instructions. Let me take a view of the box art and see what it looks like. Well, I guess that is it. Does seem to be the back quite a way. Maybe I shouldn't glue it yet. I think I'll wait until I've got the tyre on there. Well, I've got the tyre together, the front wheel, and then I can slide it on there and make sure it's fitting. Yeah. Instructions say like that, I'm pretty sure. I'm just not going to glue it in place just yet. Yeah. All right. So we'll call that done, step 16. Because that's it. That's as far as that goes. I'll remember that that's not glued in place yet. And that front fork needs to come down a little bit. That's it. All right, very good. Okay, so what I'll do is we'll move on to step 17. I'll put this in its box safe like this. Put it in there like that. And right, I'll throw step 17 up in the corner there. And we're going to put that front wheel together. Pretty much going on just like the rear wheel went on. And there's a few linkages and another screw to go through, connected to the front of those forks. Doesn't look too hard. Okay. I shall get the parts off ready for the wheel, and we'll get that going. All right. Back in again in a second. Okay, welcome back again. I've got the parts off the sprue for that wheel, glued them together. Now I haven't glued this on because that needs to come back off, but I want to paint that while it's there. And this isn't glued in either because I want this to be able to turn. Okay, so we're going to leave that on like that. But I'm going to go undercoat these in the primer, and then I'll put the aluminium coat like we did with the other wheel. We've got this too, which the hose connects to. It looks like part of the brakes, I would say. Yeah, that goes down to the brakes. I'll give that a coat of aluminium, mainly because, again, only one side of it is shiny, the other side's dull, so I want to get that looking good all the way around. And then we've got this little tiny piece that sits up on the top of the headlight. It's black, but it's got a couple of colours on there. It's got a little X5, which is coming in at green, and then an X11, which is chrome silver. Two little dots on top of there. Not sure what they are, but anyway, buttons of some sort. So I'll prep that up, get that painted black, and then I'll probably brush paint those little pieces on there. All right, just quickly looking at the next step, it's just a matter of putting this on the bike after we connect it onto the front forks. That's it for that step. There's a little piece that goes, the main bolt for the top of the handlebars going in, and there's a front brake cable that's got to be attached. But that's getting ahead. So we've got all this ready to, we'll get this all painted up so then we can put it on the front forks. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, welcome back. So we've got a bit of a mess on the bench here, and I'll explain why. While those parts are drying for the front wheel rim, I'm looking at, just jumped over to the next step, 19. Well, actually, I went to step 18. I cut off the rubber tube here we need, which is for the front brake cable, and there's that bolt that goes through the main head of their handlebars. So that's right. But then I jumped over to 19 thinking, oh, what can I get prepared here for the handlebars? Now, this is really confusing. Okay, so the options here, they say use J15 and J16. So on the J sprue, that means these black ones. So we've got J15 and 16 are the levers, right? You've got your clutch and brake lever. All right, no problem. But if you don't want to use black ones, there are on the B sprue, part 25 and 5. Okay, doesn't show that anywhere in the instructions as an option, but they are there. Now the problem here is that this one's okay, number 5, for the, I'm guessing that's the left hand side, that's your clutch, that's your brake. All right, but the one on the right hand side seems to be missing a couple of things. So there's no like attachment on the handlebars. You compare it to these, they have both of these, and then there's an underside bit where they attach on the bottom of the handlebars, so that goes over the top, and then there's one there that's for the bottom of one of these, but there's no one for the other side in black. It wasn't until I looked through on the sprue and I found that it's actually over here on the L sprue, number 6, there, chrome. It's a chrome piece, which sort of doesn't make much sense, because why would you have a chrome piece and then a black piece like that for that, and then a chrome one for that? Yeah, a bit confusing. And the other fact with this thing is this just not going to attach at all. And even if it could attach anywhere, I can't see anything else that it would connect to. But in this step, there's also rear view mirrors. There's no slot for the rear view mirrors. You can see there's a hole there. That's where one of the mirrors is going to attach to. But on this handle, there's nothing. Whereas on the black handles, you've got mirror locating holes for both sides, as there should be. Confusing. Yeah, if you've got this kit and you've come across this, let me know what you did about it. The only thing I can think of, the way to do it is use these two pieces, including the bracket that it connects to on the underside. Use the chrome one that they've supplied here, but just have to paint it black. I'll just have to paint it black like that. That's the only way. Yeah. I mean, I could chrome these up completely, and then where it tells you to paint black, which is just the inside part in there, I could just brush paint them black. But I think they'd look good black all up, the whole thing, because we've got the hand grips to go on yet, and they'll be matte black, rubber black. So I'm happy to put the black ones on at this point. Who knows? I might change my mind, but I don't think so. Anyway, there you go. That's the conundrum I've come across. Yeah, very strange. But all right, so first thing I'm going to do is get these parts off and make sure they fit together properly. Take the handlebars off the sprue, which are another sprue here completely. There they are here. There's our handlebars. And just make sure that everything's going to attach correctly. All right, so I'll keep going with this. The undercoat on that rim should be right now. I'll go put the aluminium coat on it, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, back again with a mess everywhere. Gone more into depth on this step 19. Now I have done the aluminium coat on that rim, so give that another 45 minutes or so and it'll be ready to start putting together. But as I said, I've gone ahead and had a look at these brake calipers, brake and clutch levers. First of all, the steering wheel. The handlebar is beautifully chromed, but only on one side. Look at that. That's just not going to be good enough, is it? Because, I mean, you can see all of it in the model. So I have to re-chrome that. No problem. So I will chrome that. I'm also going to chrome these. This piece that connects onto the bottom of that, I won't have to because it is already chromed. But these and these and these, I'm going to chrome them all. I think they look better chromed. And the little black pins or anything else that needs to be black on that, I'll touch up with a brush. Not a problem at all. I just think they will look good chrome. I've test fitted these and they do fit on. They're tricky, but they do get on there okay. And the hand grips will go on no problem. All right. I will also do them in the black rubber. Let's get them looking good. There's the little clamps that sit over here to hold the handlebars in place. So they'll be fine. But that's it. That's it. I've decided to chrome them and then touch them up with gloss black, anything that needs doing on it. Okay. So I may make a start on doing those now. Get the stuff all undercoated at least. And then we can come back. It's mainly because I can't use the chrome ones that come with the kit simply because they don't include I'm trying to find them here. Is it here? Are they here? No, but they don't include the attachments for the mirror. There's only one mirror. It's on one side, but there's nothing for the other side. So yeah, it's strange. You can't use it. I mean, if you just want to use one mirror on the bike, rear view mirror, that's fine. But you know, the bike has two, but there's no hole there for the attachment. Sorry, I can't find it. There's the actual mirrors there. They come in separate pieces like that. There's the two arms for the mirrors. And then we have here the backings of the mirrors, and they sit in there. So they're going to look quite good. Yeah, they'll look really good. But yeah, unfortunately, right at this moment now, I can't seem to find where I put that. There it is. Here we go. So there they are. So there's those levers. All right, one has the hole, one doesn't. Okay. All right, and they're not chrome anyway. They're aluminium on here. See, they're aluminium parts. See, we've got this, which is the base for that under there, but there's nothing for that one. So anyway, problem solved. All right. So I'll prep these, get these undercoated and ready, and then when we come back, I'll have a bit of a cleanup here, and we'll put that front wheel together. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, one more thing before I go is I've decided to glue these on before I paint. Okay, because it's going to be a lot easier than trying to glue these to painted surfaces or trying to make contact points for them. So I thought, well, I'll just glue them straight on here, and then I'll just undercoat them, do them black, and then chrome the whole thing. I've just glued them. I'm going to let them dry for a bit, and I think that's a better way of doing it. All right, I'll be back with the front wheel. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, we're back, and we've got the front rim looking better. Nice aluminium. Now, this piece on the back can stay there. That's already in the correct position. That's like where the brake hose is going to connect. So we basically just have to put the tyre on there now. There's no particular direction, so it says. So let's give this a go. There you go. On this side on. Good. Very soft tyre, so it's not a problem. There we go. There it is. On. Okay. Yeah, I'm real happy with that. That looks great. Now we can put it on the bike. All right. Move this away. Get our bike frame over here. There it is. I can't stop looking at that beautiful shiny panel on there. Hey, beautiful. All right. So now, actually, we don't need that. There you go. You got to, just a reminder, look at that. Isn't that looking great? We don't need that. We need the front forks. That goes on in the next step. So let's look at this. Here's our front forks. Here they are. All right. So now this will go pretty easy as long as it's facing the right way. Oh, I see. That way. There's a pin sticking out there that needs to slide in there and sit like that. Can we do that now? Can we put the, yeah, that looks good. And that other piece that we had here, that will go on this side and go up to where that little bit is there. The top of that points up through there, but that we can fit that after. Okay, for the moment, I just want to put that in place. Just push that in. Hang on a second. Oh, we were going to check on that mud guard, weren't we, too, to make sure it was facing the right way. See how it looks. going to go like that. It's going to go like that. Still doesn't look right to me. Look, I swear that's the wrong way around. What do you think? I don't know, eh? I mean, I haven't glued it on, so I can change it. Let me just compare it to the box art. Just going to put this in here. Hold it in position. Come on, be good. Get in there. That'll do. All right, let's have a look at the box art. See? You know, this won't fit on the front there if it's touching the engine, if that's the wrong way around, will it? I'm starting to think it is the wrong way around. Let's do a quick test fit while I've got the rest of, well, first of all, let's get this pin through. Let's get this thing through first. No, it doesn't want to. Yes, it does. Again, the tolerances are very tight. So just, yeah. Okay. That will go this way, like that. There we go. Get this in its position, like that. And that's with the pin through. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not right. Excuse my arm. Sorry about the scar. And this gonna go in there. No, it's not. It's definitely the wrong way around. All right, so we shall pop this back out, take that back off. This is just a matter of going like that. Should be wearing gloves, shouldn't I? That bad. There it is there. It even looks better. Yeah, that looks right now. Okay. I'll have to glue that on before I put the tyre on, otherwise I won't be able to get in there. Well, yes I will, because there's quite a lot of clearance. Yeah. Just make sure that's not going to come off. Yeah. All right, that's going to go like this. We'll put this all back the way it was now. In through. Tight fit, pin through. This. Go there. There we go. And we've got to line that up to there, like that. Push the pin all the way through. There. And we're good there, I think. There we go. It's very tight on the other side. I nearly stabbed my own finger there. But that's it there. Okay. Now, what I want to do is just make sure everything's square. sitting properly like that. These are through evenly. Add in a little bit more this side. Yeah, that's good. All right, I'll touch some glue in there. I'll put the nuts on here, and we'll come back. There's another little bit to go on as well. Oh yes, that brake piece for the brakes. All right, be back in a sec. Okay, just come back to give you another quick tip. This here in the step 18, the next step, shows the brake cable. Probably easy to put that on before you attach this, and test fit to make sure it slides on okay. It runs up between the bars, and that'll go up to the brake lever on the bike, somehow like that. But there you go. So that's all on. That's good. Feels like we need a bit of air in the tires, but other than that, it's fine. Yeah. So now I need to put, there's that little black bit, this one here. I need to attach up on top of the headlight there. Not even sure what that is, but it's got to go up on there. Not a problem, and I'll paint those the colors they want, which is we got green and silver. There's two little spots on that. So I will do that, and that will be the finished step 17. All right, and we've pretty much almost done step 18, although we've got to attach that to the rest of the bike, so that'll be good. All right, I'll just do this and we'll be back in a sec. Okay, let's see how we go. Putting this on the bike. There's our bike. Should simply go in there. The guard comes very close to the engine. I didn't want to scratch anything. That's looking good. Now we get this pin in. Oh, that's it. Okay. Guard's clearing the engine, so at least we put the mud guard on the right way. That had me concerned for a moment there. We got that coming through there, that's fine. There's another line coming off the engine, this one, that needs to run. It'll be easy if I grab this with tweezers. Okay, so this one comes through here on this side. And we want to send it okay, so that's going to go up through there like that, and then the one on that side goes through here. I want to send that up in there like that. All good. And that one is supposed to be there like that. That's okay. All right. Looking good. Plenty of turnability. And I'm pretty sure that can go down a little bit further. I'm not sure. It looks all right. Probably a good time to test out our kickstand, wouldn't it? Right over this side. Ah, there we go. Stand works. All right. There we go. That's excellent. All right, looking good. Have a look at it from the side. There it is. Starting to look more like a bike now. Fantastic. All right, so now we can, I still haven't touched up those with the colors, but I'll do that shortly. Right, cross off step 17 is done. We've also done step 18. And that brings us up to the handlebars that we've got painted up. All right. Well, unfortunately, we're getting up to that hour mark where I want to keep the videos under. So this is where we'll finish it up on here. When we come back in part 7, we'll be looking at doing those handlebars, and then we go on to doing, looks like the rear rack on the back here and beyond. But yeah, it's coming up real well. So let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and make sure that notifications tab bell is clicked to all so you don't miss a video when it comes out. And if you're watching this for the first time, well, this is number 6 of the series. You can go back to the playlist and watch it from the beginning. And it's a great little kit. And you know, hopefully anybody who wants to build it can get a bit of enthusiasm and tips out of what I'm doing here. All right, guys. Thanks, guys. Don't forget, on Fridays, I have my live stream. I release these videos where I can. Usually at this stage, it's twice a week with a video coming out the day before the live stream. So you're welcome to come and join and watch in the live stream and have a chat with everybody. It's getting quite popular. And yeah, all good. I'll see you all in part 7. Thank you, everybody. Bye for now. Cheers.